guess we can start a room with it too. What's good, Manuel? What's going on? Let's see how long that title is. I always need to see what it looks like on the stream. Can y'all hear me good? Can you hear me good? Oh yeah, that looks good. I thought I was thinking the title might have been dumb long. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. I appreciate that, man. I hope you was eating real good. I definitely ate good. Almighty, what's good, bro? Just giving folks a little bit of time to jump in. Y'all know I comes out of nowhere. What's going on, man? What's going on? We got a discussion video today. We got a discussion video. Before we get started, I'm just giving a little bit of time for folks to jump in and see what's going on. It's about to get crazy on this joint. And please like the video. If you're watching it, like the video. Help me out. What's good, Astro? I'm gonna tell you something, man. Your playroom on PlayStation 5 is awesome. Your playroom though, Astro's playroom, sir, it comes off like it's supposed to be like a childish type of little. It's really not. It's very dope. Very dope. I platinum that joint like the first week. Gonna get me a drink real quick. He said, "Yes, sir. Appreciate it." You wilding out. Get me a drink real quick and something to snack on. All right, I think that's good enough. They'll start pouring in more and more. Um, what's good, White Lotus family? You already know it's Nocturnal back in this thing with some more Mortal Kombat 11. We got JAWKNEE13 in this joint.
Hello, hello.
Discussion video. It's all things Raiden. For whoever don't know who JAWKNEE is, number one, first of all, you bugging. You wilding out. JAWKNEE13 is my spirit animal. We found this out months ago. Months ago. We got several videos up of me and him boxing it out. A couple of strings together and all that. He is an amazing Raiden player. And for y'all who keep asking me to play Raiden, he's where you're supposed to go watch that Raiden gameplay. Mine don't look like that. Mine don't look like that. My Raiden Raiden is malnourished. Mm. His is way better. And that man played Truth and Light. So check him out whenever you get a time and subscribe to his channel and all that.
I appreciate the kind words, sir. I appreciate that.
Always.
You got the thunder wave locked down, though. That I gotta say. That part I gotta say.
All right. So before we get into the discussion video, First thing we're gonna talk about is these skins. We're gonna ease in, okay? We're gonna the whole point of the video. We're gonna talk about the abilities and what we think is trash and how we think custom variations need to go as far as rating goes. But before we get into that, we need to talk about these skins first. We've been in here debating these skins. Me personally, I don't really like the fully armored up Raiden skins. I don't really like these. There's only a few of these I like. This top row right here. My
You don't
favorite
want,
joint is the black
you
and
don't need the,
demigod.
you don't need the protection.
Now I don't need the protection. That's what the teleport for. That's, that's what spark port for. I'm getting in and out of there. Don't touch my body. But yeah, do you like these?
The gold on the left. I think that's the.
And black wolf,
There's
that's
something
clean.
about
That's
it.
clean. That's clean.
There's something
That's
about it. It
clean.
looks like an emperor skin or something.
I
I don't
do
know.
like that. I do like that. I think I would have to change the hat. That's probably why I don't.
Yeah.
I would need something with some gold trim on the hat.
Oh, I put the dragon hat, the one that has like the horns.
Oh
Oof.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What's good, Smoke
This
Trail?
this the Shinnok killer.
This shit inocular. Let's see what it. That's you talking about. You talking about one of these joints?
What's it called?
Yeah, this is hard.
Unconquerable spirit.
Yeah, that joint hard. That's hard. All
Yeah.
right, okay. That you talking facts.
Mm.
I thought there was more than. I thought there was two of those. Where's the other one? Here it is. Steadfast
Yeah, there is.
defender.
Yeah.
This one better. It's something about the goal right there. The goal is it's
Yeah,
more
you need a gold.
defined on that one right there. I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You proved me wrong already. We can't start off like that. But but I hate this joint. This mustard yellow joint that freaking what's good, Haywood? This mustard yellow that J Rock
Eh,
like.
oh
This
no
is
no
this is
no.
hideous. Okay.
Yeah, I know it is. Yeah.
This is how you know he's not a Raven player.
That's like you're making fun of Raiden, like you're doing it on purpose
Exactly.
to troll or
Exactly.
something. Yeah,
If I picked this particular skin, I would put in the variation name on accident.
yeah.
That's what I would put. This is trash. I don't like this joint at all. And then we got
I see what you
I'll go ahead.
I see what you mean with the armor though, because he does look more godly. Just the cloth, just no
Yeah, but
armor, no.
it's
It
something
is.
about it. It's something
Yeah,
about it. Like with the
the
half armor,
sensei.
I like these joints. I wore this one for
Yeah.
a long time.
Mm. Yeah, that one of my favorite with the red.
With the red,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's just
yeah,
clean. That's it.
yeah, yeah. It is.
What's good, Cena? And then like that's ugly. These gray clouds, ain't nothing gray on that. That's just terrible. I don't even. But one of the worst skins Raiden has, in my opinion, is no quarter. I really don't. Hold on, is that the one? Look like the American flag. I don't really.
The Mer What is
uh,
that? No
no
quarter.
quarter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Homelander skin. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I don't like. What is this joint?
This is the yeah. This
What's
you ever see
that?
the boy? You ever see the boys? The show, the boys.
Yeah, heck
It's
yeah.
the Homelander. Yeah, that's it.
Nah, I can't do this one.
Oh
Mm-mm.
shit.
And I hate the I don't like the chest piece for these. I really don't. To me, it kind of take away from the amulet.
Hmm. The color def. Oh, on this one that you're showing right now. Yeah, this looks odd.
Yeah, like it kind of takes away from the amulet. I don't
Yeah,
know. I feel like he's saying he's expecting to get punched in the chest, and that's just not godly to me.
I see what they try to do though. They try to make the armor look more like it sounds a little far fetched, but like a Quan Chi style, like like a sorcery type of armor. You're like I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but like you see the top ones you were showing, that's just a standard plate of armor, he had on.
Right,
Whereas this,
right,
look at the curves to it. They try to make it
right.
more, they try. I don't know.
I don't
This
know.
look
It's
more
it's
like
it's not
some.
talking to me. It's not talking.
Mm.
It's not- what he say? With the filed what? What's it called? What's good, classic? The
I
filed.
find
Where's that at?
Blackest Thunder is not bad.
Blackest Thunder.
Blackest Thunder. It's right next to his all white and red one with that weird armor. I find it looks like that's what Shinnok would be wearing.
Where the heck is that
And
at? Up here?
it's it's with the armor like you said that the chest piece is weird, like that it looks
Oh,
odd.
oh,
The
this joint. Foul weather.
Blackest Thunder.
Blackest Thunder.
Right and down.
Yeah, I because my one of my favorite colors is that wine color. Like that's the color of me and my wife's bedroom. You know what I'm saying? It's something. It do something to the atmosphere. So but but
The
yeah,
wine red.
but yeah, that was straight. That was decent.
I don't know. It looks like the Shinnok colors. I don't know why.
And I don't. This one, it's just, I don't know. The chess piece, it just take too much.
Yeah, it does look off.
I don't know. I do love these though. I love my vest joints.
I would have to say his tops are definitely the classic. Where's his classic combatant? Like his MK1 type of style,
Yeah, yeah.
where it's just a straight, just looks like a robot. It's a sensei in the mountains. That's what it looks like.
I like that joint.
Oh,
I
those two,
like
yeah.
I like
The
all
long
these.
coat. The long
Yeah, I
coat,
like
yeah, these
all
are nice.
these.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
That's
like
just how,
all these. I mean, we
yeah.
already know what we doing, right? What we doing right here with the how with this joint. Hmm? Of course, like this purple haze. What we doing?
I was about to say, is the purple still that's your vein
What
skin?
we doing? What we talking about? And I love these. I love the bedroom joints. These the around the house joints right here. I mean, his skin is literally called hunch weather. Like come on, he already like
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Like he was in the mountains there. This is sensei
man,
skin
that's
right here. This is
clean.
yeah.
That's clean right there. It just- I like that joint. And yeah, but the OG joints, yeah, all these are hard. All these are hard. I prefer landfall over mythologies, which I know is a sin, but I do like the
Oh
dominant
yeah,
white.
what?
Yeah, I do
Oh,
like the dominant white though.
you know what I don't get? Why you see where it's red and white?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
in the classic, it used to be he still had like let's say you were to pick the two people who used to pick Raiden,
yeah.
and it used to be like mythologies. Yo, the blue part should be red, but look here on White Lotus, it's still white, and his clothing is like his clothing's red. You get it? It should be
Right,
inverted.
yeah, yeah. Got you.
I
I
don't
see.
get
I
why
see
they
what you're
did
saying.
that. Because that
Yeah,
would have been another classic Raiden skin. It would have been like mythologies, but instead of the blue part, it's red.
exactly. Yeah. Yes,
I don't know
fact. I
why they
forgot
did that.
about that. Yeah, that's right.
I never understood why they did that. The
I
green
do
looks
like
clean
these.
too. Even the green and black. I don't know why when it comes to these ones.
Yeah, I
There's this
like
one.
that.
Ambi. Oh my god, I don't know what that word is. Ambi.
Nah, I saw it and I started to say it and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna
You
embarrass
just
myself.
said forget
I
it.
ain't gonna. I'm not gonna embarrass myself like that right there.
Ambi
But
Cerberus. Well, let's just whatever that is.
we leave that one alone. I don't. They made that word up right there. That's not even.
Yeah, they did.
But
The World Blast is nice too on the right. That looks like a God of War, like the gold and red. I don't know why something about that too.
I like that. I do like that though.
Mm.
I like that. Then we got our time skins. I actually like Time's Thunder. I do not like God of Infinite.
Uh,
I think Time's
really?
Thunder is much better in my opinion.
Yo, his
But
entire body looks different when if you actually look at the colors and everything.
what's good, Riley? What's good, Brooke? Right, yeah, like I don't know. I don't like
Entire
it.
shape looks different.
Right. Yeah, Joe,
So
what
you
you
like the
mean?
white
Facts.
armor?
Yeah, man, that joint clean. I remember when I got the skin out the Combat League, that's all I wore for the longest.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that is the thing like that's wrapped around his head that's white. That's what I don't like. It looks like I don't know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I love the Dracula joints.
Yeah, all of them are nice.
Yeah, I like these. I prefer Beyond the Grave. I know that's the default one, but my favorite color is actually royal blue. So as soon as I seen the blue on the I don't even know what you want to call them, the
The
flaps,
color.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
the heck,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but
Yeah, I
yeah, I
think I
like
agree with
that.
you. This the Beyond the Grave is the nicest one out of these ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
The
green, like
green.
come on, it's not even nothing to talk about. This beautiful, bro.
They were huge when they came out, and now it's like we're sleeping on them.
Yeah, exactly. And they
Yeah,
still beautiful. Like I love
yeah,
these joints.
for sure.
That spearmint rate. And then we got God. Like this joint. Come on. I mean, and I need to say this real talk. Like, do y'all understand that my feelings are actually hurt because we spent $6 to get one skin?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about that? Like, we this week,
Are we gonna
oh
address
God,
the
like
elephant in the room?
that's crazy. Like, because we need to address that real quick. Like, the energy of the whole string need to change. We spent $6 on one skin on some digital information. Like, this is crazy. I had a stroke when I seen that. I said they know exactly what they're doing.
They do. They do.
They know exactly
They
what we're
really
doing.
do.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I feel like they were sitting around at a board meeting and literally was casting bets with each other. Like NRS crew was in a board at a round table casting bets. I bet you they gonna spend whatever we tell them to spend if they want this OG Raiden joint. And we'll just toss in Sonya and we'll toss them in. It's fine. Cause I don't really like the Johnny Cage joint at all. Like I don't really
Nobody got this for Sonya or Johnny. I'm just gonna
know
throw that out
being
there.
facts.
I don't know that for a fact. I'm just gonna throw it out there as my point. That's what I think. There's no
Usually,
way.
it's facts. It's facts. It's
Yeah,
facts.
yeah,
It's facts. But I'll say this though. I'll say this. I'm gonna throw out one small little disclaimer. Because everybody who know me, been rocking with the channel for a long time, y'all know I usually don't say Sonya Blade's name. I literally, I literally refer to her as she who shall not be named.
yeah.
I don't like Sonya Blade, okay, but her skin from the movie made me able to say her name again. Because
Hmm.
I actually when I was basically a doggone a kid when that movie came out, and I had a crush on that actress. So to me, I even think her voice is better than Ronda Rousey's though, to be honest. So I prefer it. But all this clean, like combat advisor, come on, Sway. Johnny, look at these, Johnny.
Yeah.
My man got his hair back. Like, huh?
I still haven't seen the colored lightning. I have to see that.
Listen, it's no problem. All we gotta do is go right here and hit that. Look at this joint. Did we know these joints was taking was changing colors? That's crazy. Look at God coming at you. Wow. Oh my God. Now let's do it again. What? Look at that
Yes,
man.
yes. I'm still. Oh my God, the orange looks crazy.
Look at that man.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
Hmm, what are we doing?
I remember saying this, and I'm like, yo, it'll be so easy. They just have to press a couple buttons, and they can
You
make the
really
lightning
did.
any
You
color. Remember
really
that?
called that joint, bro.
I was saying it's so easy to change the color. Just do it.
Look at that. I swear the red is a little bit lighter, I think, than the actual dark red or dark
Yeah, it
Raiden.
has like a hint of pink to it too. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
see that.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, right. Even the blue is a little bit different.
I put on the lavender one for
Look
now.
at that.
Whatever.
What?
What is it? Yeah, that one. Oh, sick.
Oh my God. I can't, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. That's like a white purple type of. Oh yeah, that's crazy.
All right. We're gonna stop boring
They
y'all
did
with the
good.
skins. Go ahead, go ahead.
They did good. They did good. Every time I see the lightning now that you're showing me, the price gets a little bit, it gets a little more sane to me. Every time I see, every time now, I'm
A
able to
little bit
cope with it a
easier,
bit
I guess.
more. Yeah, it's getting easier to swallow now.
Yeah, that joint, man. When I seen it, and it's crazy because like I'm a very cheap person, yo. Like as soon as you step a foot into fatherhood and marriage and all that, I never thought I would have been that guy.
Oh, it's a must. No, I think the word is what frugal. I like to
Yes,
use. Yeah.
you're right. That's better. That's a better word.
Yeah.
That's a better word. That's a
Yeah.
better word. That's definitely a better word.
You got
But
to.
yeah,
It's
like
life.
I was not before, man. As soon as I get the check, man, like it didn't make me no difference. I was gonna throw the bands. It didn't make no difference. Now I'd be like, nah, what we doing?
Yeah, yeah. It adds up.
All right. We done with the skins. I was just trying to throw something out there while people was falling into the stream. Um, let's get into these abilities. So me and Johnny, like I said, if again, I'm gonna plug him for the rest of the stream. So if you don't get in your feelings, I'm gonna keep saying it. If you don't know who Johnny is, go to his channel, subscribe to him. This man got truth. He be making truth and light work, which I don't even understand. I don't even understand. He makes it work though. He gets his dubs with truth and light. It's facts. All right, Joe Push.
There it is.
The
The
first
most
question
push.
is the first question is which ability do we think or do you know? Because I some of the stuff I think we're gonna disagree with. Blah blah blah. That's the whole point of the discussion. So, which ability is Raiden's worst ability? And we're gonna
Okay,
start
we're
with
going straight
Jokers.
to the worst.
We're
Okay.
gonna start. We're gonna start with. We're gonna
I
start with
wouldn't say
Jokers.
it's the worst. I definitely wouldn't classify it as the worst.
I don't think so either. Um, me personally, if Joe Push, the fact to me they made it doubly so because they took away Electric Fly to implement it.
Mm,
And I mean, if memory served, that wasn't even its first input. I thought it was back 401.
it was. Yeah, that's 100%.
So you know, at the sacrifice for some zoning,
That's. I was waiting to jump in on that. I'm waiting. That's why. Continue. Sorry, go. But that's why it's a problem. It is.
like really, like because
Mm.
if I would rather sacrifice the lightning bolt than the electric fly. Like that's combo potential. We taking away. It's a hard to achieve crushing blow, but we even take away a crushing blow. One of the few crushing blows we even have as a rating player
Mm.
because we took the fly away for this thing.
Yeah, that was always my biggest issue. Is even like you're saying that I'm making Truth of Light work. It's making it work, but it's so forced because the reality is you're taking away all his zoning, and he doesn't become a zoner anymore. He's basically like a nothing but punishing. With punishing, that's all it becomes because you're taking away the fly and the teleport is gone. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So you literally are stationary in place. You're that guy, like you're just punishing people. That's the way I see it. Like you're literally just whiff punching and you have the space with it. The only thing that is good with the push that I have to give it is that if you amplify, you could throw someone off because he literally will teleport right in front of you and smack you in the face with it. That's the
Yeah, yeah,
only
right.
thing. And that is I've tried that out. You could kind of full screen that, like maybe not really full screen, but it's good space. Like you could go from far to close up, and you could actually, if you time it good, you'll actually go through a projectile. You know what I mean? Like it'll
Okay, yeah, the teleport
you
part
have
of it, yeah.
yeah, exactly. But you have to really time that good, or else you're gonna eat the projectile. That's it. But again, you're losing the. Even if you just want to get closer, you could jump up. You know what I mean? Use the electric fly, the Superman fly, just to get in. You know what I mean? You jump full height, you do back front three, and at least you get in close. You know, with this, you can't get in close with the teleport. You can't get in close with the fly. You literally
Right.
have to be patient. You know, it's just all this. It requires more less zoning and more patience. You know,
Right,
in my
right,
opinion.
exactly. Exactly. And that's it, and I'm glad you said that like that because to me, and this is just my opinion, but I think that's one of the main differences to why I feel like a lot of people kind of look at my Thunder Wave like it's so good. I don't consider myself to be no top blah blah blah. It's just that I'm super aggressive. I'm very aggressive. Like it's not so to for me to play a variation like Truth and Light, I'll lose more often because I'm trying to
It's not the
box.
style.
It's not
Yeah,
the
it's not the
style for
style.
that at all.
No, it's not.
And
And yo, this is
I'm
I'm
trying to
telling you,
get in
you
your
probably
zone.
love Raijin, bro. I'm telling you because Raijin is an aggressive. It's an aggressive, more aggressive than Thunderwave. I think. I at least think. I,
And then I could
Thunder.
see that for the long I'm not gonna lie, for the longest I didn't think it was more aggressive
Oh, it
because
is.
every time you and I should have known better because you know, what people always tend to do is they'll look at somebody else's gameplay and think that that's the mandate. They'll
Mm.
think that that's the way it should be played when that's not the
No.
case.
Mm.
That's not the case at all. You know, so
No.
whenever I would see anybody play Raijin, they would activate quick charge and hold block, and I was like, man, this joint like the whole purpose is just waiting for quick charge to be fully charged up to get the
Yeah.
reversal. To me, that seems so much more docile compared to
It's
how
the
I wanted to
backup
play.
plan. It's like the backup plan, the quick charge. That I find that's one of his. We'll get on that point after, but that I find is deadly on its own. The two, what is it, two frame or something?
Yeah,
The yeah, we'll get on that after, but
yeah, yeah. We getting ahead of ourselves, and just so everybody know, we didn't plan nothing we talking about right now. We're literally freestyle.
Mm.
We're literally free. I can't work like that. I'm one of those folks. Like Johnny is a planner, and I admire that. I've been
Believe me,
sucking
this
at
would be
doing that
best.
type of stuff since I was a kid. Some of my best grades came from last minute crashing. Like period. But anyway, all right, Joe Puss. So we don't think Joe Puss is the worst. What's some of the positives we think? You know, for me, Joe Puss can't be the worst because it can anti-air.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it really it does work as a I think it's a decent anti-air.
Well, before we get off the bad in it, because if we're really gonna discuss the full thing, we're gonna go really in depth with this for the rating talk. There's more bad that we have. The amplify on this thing whiffs like
Oh my
50%
God.
of the
Oh
time.
my God.
That's a problem.
And that's
This is
what
a big
again,
problem.
that's why I don't I have listen, sir. I need to clap for you. Because I don't understand. He plays with this Jordan.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
plays with it. And yet like to spin the bar meter
Hmm.
and everybody's spamming it in the chat right now, it shouldn't be two slots for a move to be
No,
this bad.
no.
There's no reason for this to be two slots.
It's because it's a startup. I think that's why. I think it's the only. I think they knew someone put together. They're like, okay, if we had a startup, and then if we had two other effective abilities, will he be too OP? I think that's the conclusion they came to. I think they said maybe if we had two other things with this, maybe this. But I don't see how because it's not like it's safe in any sense. And you know what's
Not at
crazy? Even
all.
when you whiff, if anything, that's when sometimes like I guess it could be safe in the sense because you're kind of far away and it gives you a bit of that space. If the guy doesn't react fast enough, and again, it's not really you being safe; it's him not reacting fast. You know what I mean? So it's not a plus. It's not a good thing. It's
Exactly, exactly.
yeah, no,
The
yeah, no,
whiffing
I don't
is
know.
just it's
Yeah, no, it's not
God
good.
level whiffing, and I don't
Yeah,
I don't
it's not
understand.
it's not good. Yeah, I'm trying to really give it the benefit of the doubt. I can't. It's not good.
No, no, and then once you
No,
get
no.
it, like the damage is laughable,
Mm.
whatever, and you can only really convert, and that's you can only really convert off of 4 or 4 after the amplifier, so you can
Yeah,
actually get in and
or his anti-air type of thing, like
right.
yeah. The
But and
one
then
thing I thought
so
of.
you're saying like if you do it because I've noticed a lot of times even when you're playing it and you do get the pop up and you go in for the 4 or 4, if you don't and you only have two options, you have to end it with the anti-air or you have to end it with another Joe push, which is
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah, and there's not much you could do. Or like, the really you could do is you front to it, and then you could get the 1-2 and then the anti-air or the Joe push. You
Gotcha.
could still
Okay.
connect that as if it's a storm. That's the max, or let's say you're in a corner, you could continue it, but that's really max damage you could do with the front two and then a 1-2. You could connect with it with the
Okay.
Joe push
I
if
ain't
you
even
spot
think
the
you could do that.
yeah you could, but the one thing I thought that would make it effective if we're gonna go on what could be good, because I was gonna talk about this. I was gonna do a what could be good with truth, like how to transform truth to light, what can make it better and whatnot. If you could amplify it and choose what side he comes from,
Oh
I
yeah,
figured,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely, absolutely.
maybe that. And again, even if it's not safe, at least it'll add a mind game to it, or you could put the guy in the corner or get yourself out of a corner. You know what I mean? Like at least
Right.
that will add. That's I don't know.
I
If
know. I
you
like
always
that
have
idea. I never thought about it. I like that idea.
Yeah,
I
I was
like that
thinking
idea.
some of that, but I don't know. I still, again, I don't think it's worth sacrificing 2 slots. I still
Not
can't
at
think
all.
of, no, yeah,
Not at all.
yeah, no, yeah, no,
Not at all. But yeah, it most definitely has more negatives than it has positives. But I
yeah,
still, with all that being said, I still don't think it is his worst.
no,
Um,
I agree.
but it's definitely competing for the worst. Let's not get that twisted.
Yeah, it's close. It's getting there. It's catching up.
All right, so Storm Cell.
Mm,
We already know it's my one of my favorite moves. We already know that. So I've I want to say since really even before YouTube though, to be honest, anybody who would play, I would come across or whatever would shoot a message afterwards. Best rate, best rate, and yet. Yeah, at the beginning of the game, when the game first got released, nobody knew what to do with Storm Cell.
mm,
So you could just throw it out whenever you wanted to. And now it's a shock, pun intended, but it's a shock that the game has been out over a year, and a lot of people still do not know how to deal with Storm Cell.
mm. Yeah, yeah, that freaks
People
me out.
still do not know how to deal with Storm Cell.
This is
So go ahead.
no, no, finish your work. I was gonna go with my point after, but finish your. Sorry, go with what you were gonna say.
When it comes down to Storm Cell, I get asked a lot why, I'll um do it on block sometimes.
Mm,
And the reason for that is I said this in another video, the mind games video. One of the reasons why I do it is because as soon as I determine that my opponent can't block storm or don't know how to deal with storm cell, it
it's over.
immediately becomes his safest ender. Period on block.
Yeah, yeah.
It has some decent pushback and it's like -3. So why not? it to me at that point there is no. It's not even a point anymore to even do anything else. There's no point in doing the grab. There's no point in doing electric fly councils. There's no point in
If you
teleport.
have money on that game, you are smashing Storm Cell for the rest of the game.
Period.
That's the reality of it. That's what I was gonna say. If that person in my head, if he doesn't know how to counter Storm Cell, the game is it's maybe too arrogant because I have lost to people and I remember this specifically because I've lost to people who didn't know how to block it because I got too arrogant with it. I thought, okay, the game's done here, it's over. But
Right.
the
Yeah.
reality is, the reality is, most of the time that is the case. If you don't know how to counter Storm Cell, and if I really want to be that type of guy, you just could rip that nonstop, and it's done. It's over.
It's over with. Over with. And you're not the only one. I've definitely let my ego just go smooth through the roof because I'm like, yo, I'm throwing this thing out, dog on there every touch, and they
Yeah,
just hold blocks. So I'm like, oh, I
yeah,
don't even have to play the rest of the game now.
literally,
I
yeah.
just keep doing this.
But
But yeah,
this is where my other point on this on why I wouldn't think it's the most effective one. Because if you do know how to counter it, it is a death sentence.
absolutely,
That's the
absolutely.
thing. You have a full punish into an uppercut, crushing blow into a full combo, whatever. That's the one thing. When I see a good player who knows how to duck it and then start up a combo, I get worried to throw it out
Yeah,
to
it's
him now. You
facts.
know,
That's facts.
that's the only thing. So when there's a move like that, that makes me worried to even use it because I know if I mess this up, I'm dead right now. That's the one thing about Storm Cell that it makes me feel. But ever since they added the command grab to the back one
Yes, sir.
two,
It reinforced it. Yes, sir.
exactly. This is
Yes,
where it
sir.
changed up Storm Cell again because now you could condition the guy the whole time to think he's gonna duck it, and then bang, he's eating Storm Cell. So this
Yep.
is they that this late that buff that they did with this transformed Storm Cell in my eyes
Big
with
time.
that whole
Big
yeah.
time. Big time. I think it's one of the most significant buffs we've ever gotten for Raiden in this entire game.
100% hands down, 100%.
As soon as that came in, the level of mind games just went through the roof.
Hmm.
And I think people are, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody else, but I think people get. I've always hated, and you're talking to somebody who's been playing Thunderwave literally day one. When the game came out, I went straight to Thunderwave, and that was it. And one thing that I've always hated since I picked the game up was how people, for whatever reason, there's this air or whatever that people have, like, oh, you play Raiden, you trash, or a specific variation, you're trash. Um, oh, he has Storm Cell. Oh, I'm gonna duck the fire out of that. That's nothing. That's game.
Hmm.
I can't. I wish I was doing YouTube when the game first came out because the messages alone, I feel like would have got me subscribers. I know, every other game, I got a message saying I was free. We didn't even play yet. We ain't even started boxing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we didn't even start boxing, dude. Like I'm talking. Oh my god, Joe. I can't. I could have started a freaking compilation video on the level of disrespect that I was getting just from the
Yo,
character select screen.
yeah, this game I gotta say you don't get it any more like than in this game. That's for sure.
Crazy, man. But
Yeah. It's the
yeah,
competitive aspect of people. I think it's the fighting.
absolutely, absolutely.
It's the fighting character.
Um, but yeah, I think it's. I mean, it's one of his main combo extenders.
Hmm.
Um, it is safe if it's blocked completely. It
Yeah.
is death if it's ducked.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not the worst move. That's far from it.
No.
Considering everything else we got, it's one of his best moves.
One slot.
One
Yeah, it is
slot,
100%. Yeah.
which
High
which
risk, high
which
reward.
if absolutely that's the best way to summarize it.
Mm.
Best way to summarize it. But that one little comment that you said just made me go right back to Joe Puss in the sense of when we were talking about Joe Puss, you said that the fact that it was a pop up, or in other words, a combo extender, is why you think they probably made it two slots.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's how they're looking at it.
which
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
would no, I think that's a good point. I think that's facts. But it then it's like, well, why? And Lord knows I don't want them to change it for
Don't
Storm
say
saying.
it. Don't say it.
All right,
Don't even
I'm
say
gonna
it.
stop right there.
Cut this out.
I'm gonna
Cut
stop
this.
right there.
Cut this.
I'm gonna stop right there because I'm gonna tell you if that happens, don't look for another video from Nocturnal. Don't look for another video. I'm out. Like I'm out. I'm done.
Because if they do that, they better make the top one slot. That's what they do. It's they could like. I don't see why they would do it because they would have to switch everything up. Teleport has to go back to one slot.
Yeah.
That's gonna mess up everything. So yeah, let's just pray no one ever hears that.
Yeah. I'm quiet. I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up. Electric burst. Electric
Electric
burst.
burst. This is one of those that has to be accompanied with something else. So that's this is different from anything else we're talking about when we're talking about let's say Joe Push and Storm Cell so far. Because this, if you don't have the quick charge on, it's pretty much useless. If you have it on, it's his best. It's his safe, like safe, no meter, nothing, and he's safe. That's beautiful. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I do like it. I wish it. I don't think it should even be as punishable as it is without quick charge, though. To be completely honest, because you don't get anything from it. It's a hard knockdown.
Yeah, that's true. I
So
don't.
that
What
you
do you
know,
know exactly what the frames are on his on block? What that one? I don't remember. You know how
I
much.
don't remember. I want to say.
You know what?
All
This is what I should do. I'm gonna be in practice right now. I'm gonna check it right now.
right, I want to say it was -8, but I'm not. I'm not sure. But I think that's ridiculous. Regardless, it's a hard knockdown. I mean, I mean, why?
But this is again one of the main reasons I pick Raiden is once that thing's active, this thing is a free like this. You could literally mash this front circle, bang, both electric burst, front circle, electric burst. You know what I mean? You're
Right,
literally
exactly.
safe all day with that. You know, no meter, nothing.
Right, that's facts.
Hmm.
Absolutely. So yeah, I don't
And
know.
that's
Go
this.
ahead. Go ahead.
But again, it is one of those things that it's the way I'm looking at this is like a two slaughter thing because you need quick charge with it. You know what I mean? Or else it becomes
Absolutely,
a
yeah.
useless move. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah. Facts, facts. That's facts. The one thing that I think works because I did try like a custom with energy burst without quick charge just to see, you know. And there's one combo that I know y'all see me do a million times over. In the corner, like you'll get let's say back two crushing blow or back 1-2 storm cell, jump three, and then I love to do 2-4-3, and it's many reasons why I do that, but 2-4-3 teleport, but it doesn't give me any damage. It just sets me up for something. Um, it gives me the potential to set me up for something, some pressure or whatever. But with electric burst and you do that, you do get more damage.
so now I'm checking out. It's -10.
-10, okay, okay.
Minus
And
10. I'm gonna try with
that's
the charge.
crazy. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, -5 with the charge.
Yeah, I mean, and then that's free then.
Safe. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, we
Uh,
energy burst is kind of straightforward. There wasn't really a lot needed to be said for that.
yeah.
Um, quick charge.
Oof. Quick charge.
It's one
I'm
of the
struggling.
moves. I don't think it's definitely not his worst move.
No.
It's definitely not his worst move. Quick charge to me can be played in with anything. It
Yeah.
doesn't need to be. I mean, it justifies itself with what it does. So,
I think not only is it not his worst move, this is might be a contrary opinion. This is my opinion. I think it's one of his maybe his best moves.
oh
That's
yeah,
what I
easy,
think.
easy, easy.
I think it is his best because again, the only conflict it has, look right under there, confliction.
Yeah,
The cloud
Yeah.
part.
With the cloud. Yes, sir.
You know I'm not using the cloud, so that's fine with me.
You're right.
And the two frame. This is the way I look at Raiden. Again, this is where styles come into play and how every player is different. Because, like you were saying before, you have a pressurizer. The way I always saw Raiden was patience and punish. You know what I mean? Patience, punish. Like that's at least how I. Because me too. Sometimes I put on the pressure naturally. That's just how I play. And
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
realize and then I try to drop back. I try to play more conservative, and because he's not the quickest. You know what I mean? He doesn't have like the pokes or whatever. Like what I mean? He's not the fastest character or whatever. But
Which
this
doesn't
is
make
like
no sense because he's freaking a lightning. I mean, he's
you know
electricity though. So
you
you
would think you would
know,
think yeah.
I don't
But this
understand.
is that thing that if for 1 second the pressure comes back on me, this is the only thing you could counter with the fastest move in the game. The two
Absolutely.
frame, get out of my face, knock down across the screen. That's this like this is I don't know. No other move could do that. I don't know. That's why, in my opinion, this is the top. This move is probably his top for me.
I can say that. I can agree with that. I can agree with
Just
that.
the defense aspect.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that for defense and for the fact that it's one slot,
Yeah.
it's
No conflictions.
not at all, not at all. Um, yeah, quick charge. What? It's
And oh,
self-explanatory.
we're missing key things too. This when it's on, you're taking less chip damage. You're
Absolutely.
not. There's certain things to it. If you have the low pull, it's a pop up. If you have
Facts.
electric burst on, it makes it safe. So this is why Raijin kind of it's its own perfect like variation. So like I don't think you could change it. Like quick if you have quick charge on, you have to kind of keep electric burst on with the low that
Absolutely.
low what's that low like you know what I mean? They complement each other perfectly, and changing that it'll just it takes away like what it does. You know what I mean? Like the benefits and stuff. So
And
there's
that's
something.
what I'll get into that. I'll get into that later. We're almost there. I'll get
Okay,
into that part of
okay,
it later.
okay.
Because I had a there was a variation that I think would be perfect for Raiden. And I'll say this, one thing that I love about the character is I believe that this particular character, I love the fact that so many people who play him so differently. I have
Yeah,
met so many Raiden players just because of YouTube, and I absolutely love it. I love it. And I see different intricacies and different, styles and ideas and stuff like
100%.
that with
Yeah.
every drastic changes with every different player. But I had an ideal, what I think would have been an ideal Raiden variation for me, and it's not possible, and it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul so bad, but we'll get into that. Rolling Thunder.
Okay.
So we already know. I love the move. I love
Is you?
the cloud. I freaking love it.
Is
I
Badge
love
is
it.
the first one to call it the fart cloud?
Yeah, Max was
Is
the first one
is
to call it the far cloud, and I'll
the
fight him right
fart
now
cloud?
for it. But,
The fart
but,
cloud. Okay.
I said, okay, I'll let it. I'll take that as a testament to Boraicho because I love Boraicho as a character too. But
Mm.
I mean, come on, like y'all. Okay. I'm getting
I
excited.
already have my thoughts on the cloud, so I want to hear yours. I want to hear. I know what I think on the cloud, so I can't wait to hear this.
I just can't like, man. I'm getting so excited right now. My words is running all over the place. But so what's good, Hanzo? Hanzo, you keep dropping a lot of comments that I'm really liking, sir. But we trust me, keep watching. We getting in there, sir. We getting in there. But Rolling Thunder, off the rip, the number one reason why I like this move is because I'm just a fan of dot damage. I've always liked dot damage.
Okay.
Any fighting game, whatever, I like unblockable DOT. Period.
Mm.
I've low key been semi in my feelings that Kodo had it. The fact that Aaron has it, whatever. I'm like, yo, all these characters. you can dog on there be playing Kotal Khan and get him down to around a third of his health, and at that point, it's just like, what's the point now?
Yeah.
What's the point? A third of your health, like, what's the point now? You already know once they get a knockdown on you, or if you try to, play any type of defense type game, all he has to do is wake up, light, sunlight in his game.
Mhm.
But it's
Not only
something
that, it's one of
about
those moves that forces you to do something, forces you to either jump, roll,
exactly,
do something. Yeah.
exactly, and that's what I was trying to get into when I was saying the different styles between so many different rating players.
Mm.
You can um just putting out the cloud alone makes people do the dumbest stuff. Like
Yeah. Yeah, it
it
does. A
and,
hundred
and,
percent.
and I low key, in the middle of a match, I'm literally full screen and I put out the cloud and people are
And you see the
jumping.
panic. You see the
And I'm like,
panic.
yo, look at this guy right now. Like he's having a stroke. Why? Like and folk don't even
Oh,
realize that the
shit.
cloud doesn't even travel the full fight line.
It's gonna take him 5 minutes to get to him, and he
Yo,
doesn't even know.
every character. I've tested this out. Every character's walk speed is faster than the cloud.
It's
Period. You can
crazy.
walk smooth
It doesn't make
past it.
sense.
It
This is
doesn't.
that's the problem. That's the problem I see with it, because this is it's a containment device. That's really what it's a containment move. You know what I mean? It's meant to that's how I see it. I look at it. It's a zoning tactic. You know what I mean? It's meant to make you move a certain place or do a certain
Absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely.
This where I think it would be good is if it stopped on the guy, or at least came like I don't know, like it shouldn't. I don't like that it goes past the guy and then it goes into oblivion. You know what I mean? It goes wherever.
Yeah, I hate that. I do hate that.
Yeah.
I hate the
This is what
fact
I.
that
Yeah.
to spin the bar meter, the only difference is the cloud gets bigger. It does the same damage. I've tested this
Yeah.
out. It does, for the most part, the same amount of damage. The
Just the
cloud is
radius is bigger.
bigger and it lasts a little bit longer.
Hmm.
But when you're looking at, I'm
Amp
running
should
all over
follow
you,
them.
but
Yeah, that'd be cool too. That should be cool too. Amp would follow. That'd be sick.
yeah, right. I like that.
Because
That's a good idea.
there's
That's what
only
the
one.
sun is doing.
Yeah, there's only one thing to really accompany with. I tried this, and the variation altogether didn't make sense. I put it with a teleport, and what I was doing was I'm trying to contain the guy inside the cloud, back and forth. You know what I mean? Once the cloud goes past him, I teleport the other side, whatever, back and forth. Like trying to contain him with it. But even it's a pointless game of trying to keep him trapped in dot
Right.
damage, like you said. You know what I mean? It's not. And then again, you have no startups after that. You have the
Exactly.
teleport, you have the cloud, and really all you're doing is being patient and trying to contain. Like you're a containment character after that. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
Exactly.
There's something. It should be if you could you cast the cloud, you bring it out, whatever you want to call it. You bring out the cloud, and you're in the corner, and it's staying there. That would be crazy. That is something like the
Right.
sun.
That
You're
to
saying
me,
like the
that's
sun.
what amp should do at
Oh,
least.
yeah, at least
I
yes.
feel Amplify should. I understand what they were getting at with it. Rolling thunder. It's literally in the name. It's rolling.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
was like, okay, okay. I see what y'all being extra literal, but I feel like they could have made it stationary and it could still have the animation of rolling.
yeah.
You know,
Something I don't know.
maybe I'm being too strict with it or something, but I look at it like literally if you go outside during a storm or just heavy winds,
Hmm.
sometimes you literally see a cloud rolling over on itself, but it's
Yeah,
not to yours. From our perspective, it's not necessarily moving
but let's be real. We don't even need to make it that like realistic. Like they even I'm pretty sure Scarlet has a move like that where it's just raining blood in that one
in that
location that you're
once
at. Or
exactly.
yeah, like it's I don't know why they really threw Rated under the bus with this one with Rolling Thunder. I don't know. I don't know.
And I it's really bad. I think it's really bad in the corner too because you try to get your setups.
Oh no,
Um,
it's useless in the corner. It's
yeah,
useless.
you're
It's
only
gone.
gonna get man what?
Have you tested to see how much you're actually? Because what it does 2 3
Yeah,
hits by the time it's
yeah,
gone.
yeah, yeah. It's literally like 2 or 3 hits. Really, I've done it a million times. It's nothing. The only time where Rolling Thunder shines is two things that Thunder does that I think folk kind of sleep on. And one of the reasons why I like Rolling Thunder is because we're acting as if we got many other options. Most of Raiden's abilities are horrible. Most of his abilities are horrible. So we got to do something. We just gonna leave the slot empty like
Yeah.
that. So, but the two things that I think make Rolling Thunder shine is forcing the opponent to react. I've
That's
shown
what's
this.
up.
I've shown this many times in the videos that I'm using it in. Folks jump. Folks just I don't know what's going on. Controller be having a stroke. I don't know what's going on, but they jump full screen. I'll throw out the cloud, and they'll have what, two health left, 2 hit points of health left. I'll throw out the cloud full screen, and they're jumping, they're panicking. When in reality, all they have to do is stand still.
Yeah.
It won't come to the like it'll literally evaporate before it gets to them. Even if you meter burn it, it doesn't travel the full fight line, which is silly. But and then another thing that I think where it shines is um whenever you just the fact that you are at a minimal amount of health left, it coincides with just the fact that it's unblockable.
Yeah.
You
It does
know,
a
it's
full six. I just checked it now. When the guy's fully standing, it does 6 hits of 10%, of like a little 10%.
right.
Like a little, so on a
It,
knockdown, let's say you're to do your classic, like let's say you do like a 2-3,
two
a
four
two three
three
four,
cloud,
a
yeah,
2-4-3, yeah, sorry, 2-4-3, and then the cloud 3-4-5. Yeah, it's like 5 hits of little 10%. Okay, it's a little
yeah.
extra, but and it's
Yeah,
gone. I don't know.
it's not his worst. I just can't
Mm,
say that. I can't say that.
no,
I think people are just considering it to be his worst because I just my opinion. I think folks be a little tunnel vision when it come down to fighting games. All people see is damage, damage, damage. I got to do damage.
yeah,
And to me, that I feel like that's what differs from my play style with the character. I'm more of a I like more of setups.
setup. I just checked this right now to see, and we'll come back because it's one of his other abilities, and I think there's another better setup move that this is the race, the pole in place, because even that alone does it's a 60% right there. Like instead of waiting the whole cloud to do its own damage, because that's if the cloud does all 6 of its hits, you get like a little tiny
Right,
6% extra, you know.
right.
Where the if you do your classic 2-4-3 and then the pole smash and then you have the setup, you have the pole down there for the reset for the you could bounce lightning off of it and stuff like this to do extra hits, extra chip and stuff. We'll get into that after, but yeah, I think I don't think I'd add this to the arsenal. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, this so you definitely Rolling Thunder is just it's just my personal preference. It's I'm a
Mind
fan of
games at
dot
the.
damage.
Mm,
I'm a fan of
mm.
the mind games. I love getting in somebody's mind. I say it all the time. You control the mind, control the body.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. But it is bad. I'm not trying to say it's not. But and I
If
like
you don't have
gimmicks. I
this,
like gimmicks.
if you don't have this with Storm Cell, I'm sure you'll catch someone with the anti-air every single time you bust this out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I catch them with lightning strike.
Or that. Yeah, I was gonna
I've
say, yeah.
gotten brutalities. I've gotten the karma brutality so many times just because folk don't know what to do because the cloud
Panic.
is rolling toward them now. And I'm like, man, y'all, that joint's crazy. But Super Bowl.
Super Bolt. I know you
Okay,
have. You told me
I'm
your
gonna let
opinion
you
on this
start off.
already.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
You want
start
me
off
to,
with
you
that
want
one.
me to start off with it?
I'm gonna take me a sip of my drink.
Okay, okay. Uh, Amazing cancel in my opinion. But I didn't think of it in your sense when you said you are stopping in place. It's not like when you hold the Superman fly, you do have a little. He pushes back a bit, it gives him a bit of space, and they can cancel. But this one's fast enough to catch the guy off. Like you have to be quick to like you have to know that this guy's gonna cancel this to really react to it. I think personally at least like on the first time you might fall for it. On the second time you might catch that this guy's canceling the Super Bowl. No, on the first time you might miss it. The punish is good because you have the crushing blow. but you have to fully hold the thing. That's kind of where it gets. But and on top of it, this is something you didn't know at first. And I didn't even know it either. I had to look it up. And once I saw it, that's when I realized, okay, this move does have more potential to it. If you fully hold the thing, you hold the charge, it's a startup. It'll pop you up in the corner, and you could do a combo with it. You could follow up with it, so it's not as bad. Like that's actually pretty cool because if you don't, you could either start up a combo when it's fully held, you could cancel it, or you could do a crushing blow with it. You have literally three things you could go along with it. So it opens up windows to a lot of things. I think it's solid what they do with this because I know you have your negative opinions on it. But I think I think they did a good move on this one on the Super Bowl.
All right, I'm not mad at that. You already know I respect it. I respect it.
This is what I'm curious. Now I'm curious to see where you stand on this.
I think Super Bowl is hot garbage.
Hot garbage. Hot
I
garbage.
hate Super Bowl.
Oh my God! The crushing blow. Nothing.
Hmm?
The pop up in the corner.
Huh?
Nothing does it for you.
I think Super Bowl is Raiden's worst move.
Oof.
Straight like that.
Oof.
straight like straight like that. I really
Okay.
do. I really do, man. Like so
I never seen him move this
here,
safe.
here's what I'll say about it. These are my opinions with this part of it then. My outlook of Super Bowl did change when Jarnee shot me a video one day of the pop up in the corner because that wasn't even a thing beforehand. Before the
No, it
buff,
wasn't. Yeah.
it was not a thing. It was not a thing. Now that it is a pop up, I said okay because you can get some combos in the corner with this move. So we're gonna get into that too because we're not just gonna sit at the screen. So don't worry about that. We're gonna get into our variations and all that we
Minus
made.
seven on block
Right, fully
when
charged
fully
up,
held. When fully charged up. Yes.
fully charged up, -7. So in that regard, I am not being that harsh. Aesthetically, I think it's one of the sexiest moves in the game.
Oh yes.
I love how the move looks. I absolutely am just appalled that the fact that we got one of the best, cleanest brutalities off of this move.
Yeah.
Because it's one of my favorite brutalities that Raiden has. And I was like, man, we can't even get it. Like, this stupid. But um, the reason why I think the move is bad is because the council, as you said, is fast. It's dumb fast.
Hmm.
It's stupid fast. But the difference between it and Electric Fly is Electric Fly, Raiden literally rears back. He floats
Yeah.
backwards, creating the space between him and the opponent. That right there, the council is already better in my opinion because we're creating the space.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, even though it's faster, he's floating at like a diagonal upward and away type of movement, and it still leaves him right next to the opponent. It's punishable. After the
Is there a
buff,
character who could punish the charge of the Superman fly or no?
you saw the fly like when he cancels it.
Yeah.
Oh
If he
yeah,
holds in, it gives him. Does it give him like let's say like a slide or something? Let's say like a Sub-Zero slide.
oh yeah, most definitely.
So
Not some characters can punish. I mean, because it is punishable, but some characters can definitely punish Electric Fly Council, but not all of them.
yeah, that's true.
You know, because it's several things you got to consider with canceling the
Can't think of
move.
exactly. Yeah.
It's several easily. Devora can punish it. Cabal can punish it because of their range. Their
Yeah, a
normals
lot
are
of
so
damage.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shao Kahn, even Night Wolf's Rhino charge. Now, granted, you have to make a level of read. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not necessarily. You have to make a read. It's not necessarily reactable.
Yeah.
But one of the main reasons why I consider Super Bolt to be his worst move is because of the different people that I play. Now,
Okay.
granted, I'm gonna say this. this is solely based on if you make the read.
Mm.
If you make the read, because it is fast, so it's you got to react to it. But whenever I'm playing against certain folk, like some of my boys or whatever, and you cancel Super Bowl, when you make the read, it will poke like oh my god, yo, you can poke right out of it.
Mm.
You can literally mash down one and poke right out of it, cancel or not, like it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because the back one too is already punishable. So if you making that read, you just poke right out of it, and I don't like that. You saying I'm gonna spend a bar meter regardless, whether I cancel it
Mm.
or try to let it rip, just to get punished.
Yeah.
So I don't like that at all. I really don't.
I This is where it is though. I think this is how they're thinking of it from a logical perspective. They give you the space with the fly. We'll call it like the Superman fly. Okay, let's say they give you the space with that one with the charge. Okay,
Hmm.
that's what they give you for the cost of charging the full move to extent. With the Super Bolt, they give you yes, you have the downside because I'm thinking of plus and minus. I'm thinking of like the goods and bads in the sense like what you get and what you don't get. Like yes, you don't get the space in this one, but if you could have the pop up with it, and then you could have the crushing blow with it.
But that's
So
what.
I
But
guess
that's
you
what.
have to really. That's what you have to consider. You have to really think: is it worth it? That like, am I going to be the type to punish with a full charge, or is the guy? I guess that's where you have to see who you're fighting against too. If the person is quick enough to respond, like if you're
Because
fighting like a ninja
who's
killer,
gonna
he's not
get?
going to wait on you. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not.
of course, of course. But who's gonna? I don't even think we even got to go to Ninja Killer's
I
level
know. I was
of
going to say even that's a
gameplay.
far fetch.
Like,
Yeah, even that's far fetched. Yeah,
yeah,
anyone
like
who's quick is not going to wait for you to charge. Yeah.
no, no. And I'm like, okay, the pop up. Yeah, we get the pop up, but that's only in the corner.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
That's on.
you could get the I don't know if you could land the anti-air his sky grab thing because it does
I
pop.
don't.
I'm gonna try it right now.
But
Like,
even regardless, even with the crush and blow, who's gonna allow you to do that? Like Super Bowl to me
yeah,
is just super react. Like you can react to that joint. I
yeah, you
see you
really can.
literally holding like freaking Falcon punching way back
It's literally a
here.
Falcon punch. You nailed it. It's literally the
Yeah,
Falcon punch. When you land it, you're so happy because there's you should have never landed that. That's really
facts,
what it is. That's that's 100%.
facts.
You know you're happy because you charged 5 minutes to land that thing. That's that's literally that's hilarious.
And
Yeah,
that I don't
honestly,
know.
that's
That's just kind of I don't know. I don't feel like is the crush and blow still like are you still able to continuously get the crush and blow in a match or
what do
did
you mean?
they fix it?
Okay, you can't follow up anything after the charge. He's just knocked down unless he's in the corner that I just saw. But
Right.
the crushing blow, it does have to be a punish.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that's
So
terrible.
that's another thing too. It's not like you just fully charge it and you land it and you're gonna get it. You have to fully charge
Exactly.
it and hit a punish. So
You to me,
let's just say that.
you literally have to make a god level read
Yeah.
to get this crush and blow.
So
Cause
you're
you
basically saying.
go ahead.
Sorry, continue. I was saying the argument basically is that the benefit of getting the pop up and the crushing blow is not worth it. You'd rather get the benefit of having the distance on the cancel than anything. Like it's not. It doesn't. Like you'd rather that. It's not worth it. Getting the crushing blow
Exactly.
and I think honestly now that we broke it down, I think I agree with that because the level of percentage that you're gonna land that it just for the risk to reward percentage is not worth it. I agree. I'd rather
It's
have the
not.
cancel and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you're right. I don't think
And
I would
and and
change
I,
that either.
I I see I know why. I feel like I know why. Because I know how you play Raiden. You it's appealing to you in my opinion because of that fast counsel.
Mm.
That kind of stuff sexual to you. You love that kind of freaking stuff.
Yeah, it is.
So,
It is.
because it's fast. I mean, it's fast. It's really fast. But I don't see that ever. And I don't even know if they fixed the crush and blow loop that you could get with it. At one
I
point, you could
honestly
get
think they
that crush and blow as many times as you wanted to in one match.
what?
Facts.
Okay, but
You could
that's
you
an
could
actual
land this
bug.
question
That's
blow over and over and over and over and over.
oh, they definitely patched that. There's no way.
I don't
They
know,
must
man.
have.
I don't know. We have to test that out, but at one point you could get this question blow as many times as you wanted to in a single match.
That's crazy.
Facts.
I don't know
As
that.
long as you met the requirements, you can keep getting it. So I'm not saying you could do it. I'm not saying you could combo,
Yeah.
like it into it into it. I'm not saying that, but you would have to get a fully charged Super Bowl counter hit. Every time you met those requirements, you would get the question blow again and again and again in the same match.
The only benefit I really see from it is that you are -7 when you fully charge. The
Right.
only thing, and even at that, well, can you poke? Can a six frame? I'll be able to poke. Do I have that reach?
Yeah, you
Is
can
it
pull.
pushed back
Yeah,
enough?
yeah.
So
No.
you know, like,
Uh-uh.
like, I don't know. It's not really.
You can you don't even have to just poke. You can get a combo off it. If I make the read that you're gonna charge it, I can blow you up.
Hmm.
There's just a slight mind game. Am I gonna charge it? Am I not gonna charge it? But
Yeah,
what I'm saying is you can poke regardless if the read is met.
yeah.
If the
Oh, if the
read is
read's match
made,
already over, it's done. It's done.
period.
Yeah.
So I think it's his worst move.
I
um,
don't. I still haven't fixed it whether it's the worst, but yeah, I definitely. You definitely shed some light on why it's not. The risk to reward is not really there. Oof,
right.
there it is. There it is.
Sparkport.
Oof, here it is. The two slot curse.
This move,
Best teleport in the game.
best teleport in the game, easily. It's one of the fastest teleports in this one frame. But I do not agree with people who say Sparkport should be his base move.
I think we could all dream. I wish it was that, but
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think we could all live in the world where we wish or that was the case, and I'm
I
fine with
do
that.
want to. I do want to
I want to
clarify
be
that.
there. I want to be there too. I want to be in that world where it's his base move. I don't mind. I don't mind living in that world. Honestly.
Right. And let me clarify. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna clarify that. I wish it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I do wish it was. But just based on what's good, Motor City, just based on how this move works, how the game plays,
It's dangerous.
how the game plays, like how MK11 plays. I
You
don't
guys are
feel
feeding a
like
beast.
I
You're
don't.
feeding
Yeah,
a beast. That's what you're doing. That's what
I
if this
really
becomes
don't think. I really believe if they made Sparkport a base move, Raiden would quite literally be top. Like who could beat him
yeah,
then?
yeah, no,
Honestly,
it's tough.
how would you even be able to argue Raiden would be top tier if not the best character in the game? Off of that one, of course there would need to be changes to other aspects of Raiden, like his
It's
buttons
because
would
of
have to
the
be
new
better.
buffs they did. That's why. It's because of the
Right,
new buffs they did. Yeah,
right. But if that was his base move, Raijin would be stupid, stupid.
yeah, yeah.
If Sparkport was base move, Raijin would be dumb.
24/7 safe.
Oh my God, what are you talking
Yeah,
about? What are you
yeah.
talking
No, no,
about?
no, no.
That would
Like I
be
said, it's a world we all
stupid.
want to live in. It's a world we all want to live in. But
Oh my
again,
God, this man would have zoning.
yeah.
He would be able to counter zone because he could teleport in.
Yeah. And this
No,
is what I'm saying.
there's no character in the game that would be able to out pressure him because quick charge, he could just say, "Get the heck off me." That's crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy. So, but
Yeah.
I do believe Sparkport should be one slot. I do believe that. What
I
I
think.
wanted, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'm getting,
No,
I'm
no, no.
getting
Go, go, go,
excited.
go. Yeah, no. No, no, go, go.
um,
I was just about to say I think it's dangerous. It might be dangerous, but go continue.
Here's why. Here's why I don't. I do think it's a thin line, but I think it's passable at one slot. And here's why. And this is what I was going to say earlier, as far as what I believe the perfect variation for me would be is if Raiden had Spark Port at one slot, I still got my Storm Cell and I got Quick Charge. To me, I think that would be my perfect build because I would have my mobility. I was a displacer main in MKX. Y'all got to cut me some slack. I need to teleport. Period. Like period.
Yeah.
But Storm Cell, I would get my combos. I would be able to deal better with mashing and high pressure characters, and I would still have my mobility. That would be my perfect custom build for Raid. I don't think Sparkport at one slot is OP. I really don't. You gotta take into account what characters we gotta face and what other characters are in this freaking game. Cetrion has one. This chick buttons are crazy up close. Her zoning is crazy from afar. This chick got resets. Her armor break is good. And she got to teleport. I mean, what we talking about? What we talking about? We can't be out here saying some characters can have everything and then other characters can't have more. Like that's ridiculous. I think that's out of pocket. Cetrion has a freaking stupid anti-air off of a freaking button. Like just I can't. I think Sparkport would be perfectly fine at one slot. And when they announced custom variations, that's what I was really hoping for. That's what I was really hoping for. One
Yeah.
slot for Sparkport. We would have had so much more custom ability with this character if that was the case.
I think it's too dangerous. And I'll tell you why. Because what you named was literally a perfectly rounded off variation for Raiden. That would be a perfect right. Because think of what you're narrowing down. That you're getting the teleport for the mobility. You're getting the
Hmm.
safeness, the best defense with the quick charge,
Uh huh.
and then you have a startup for the
Uh
attack.
huh. Yep.
So the way I'm thinking of it in sectors like that: attack, defense, mobility, and speed. Let's say that's top. And what we're for is that if this was a base move, his teleport. If he has a teleport, the, he becomes such a dangerous character, you know. And then you're adding the defense and a startup. I think this is why they make it two slots because they want to give you an option. Now you have the mobility and you have to choose. Do you want the defense or do you want the startup? And this is why they have like let's say startup like Storm Cell or the Joe Push. It's the only two things you could get with it. You know, so it's
But that's
really
why I say it's not fair because every other character has those things.
yeah. But I think this is where they round. This is I think how they have to on a grand scale. They really try to balance off every character because I'm sure in a sense Centurion has something where Raiden does have better like he's quicker or he has better whiff punishes or because the reality is when I'm playing when someone picks Centurion and starts zoning and I switch to a Thunder Wave. I usually take it. Like, there's something
Oh
about
yeah,
he's quicker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll end
yeah.
up taking that match. You know what I mean? So, I think overall Raiden has that edge over Centurion, and maybe that's why they give her the. You know, I'm sure at least I want to believe that the developers made there's a logic behind the balance of all this. You know what I mean? Where they try to balance all that. Like if one character has that thing, it's because he's slower in every other aspect, or he's missing a crushing blow, or his throws are weaker. Like everything else, like they try to balance it in every other aspect. You know what I mean? I'm at
I
least
get that.
hoping
I
that
get that.
I'm at least hoping that's what they're doing with it, because the variation you named is perfect that you listed. That's an amazing that's a perfect He has everything there if you really think of it.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
because even quick charge and spark port, that is a dangerous defensive. Like if you're the type to just do small damage incrementally, like you just always do small hits, and even Raider, like he could do like a solid 25, or like even his throws do up big damage, and you do this multiple times throughout the fight, you can still win that and stay safe with quick charge and the teleport, and you're just gonna be the most annoying Raiden that you come across.
And to be completely honest, I know this person who does that. Like
That's what it is.
that's
That's an
that's what their
effective.
custom is.
That's an
And I
effective.
was
That's
like,
an
I said,
effective
yo, like
variation.
that's what I was getting at earlier when I said I love the different types
Yeah,
of
that's what it
the
is.
different type of raiding players because some of them I've met raiders who prefer that. As soon as customs hit, that's what it was: spark, port, and
Bro,
quick charge.
you
And
hit
then,
the
but I
back
got
two
to
twice.
thinking
It's a
though,
44% right there. You know what I
that's
mean?
facts.
It's like,
That's
you
facts.
know,
That's
you know,
that's facts. I got my mobility. It doesn't take away some of my zoning either. So you still
no,
got lightning bolt.
you
You
got the
still
lightning
have
bolt, you got the lightning strike,
you still got lightning
you
strike.
you have the
So
anti-air, you
you
have the
got the
broad base
anti-air.
anti-air,
Like that's what
broad
I was
base
getting.
anti-air
That's what I was
in the
getting.
game. So, in my opinion, the best anti-air we've ever seen. Period. Like you cannot jump when you're playing a Raiden with that move. There's
That's
no
facts.
jumping. It's off limits. It's off limits to
Yo,
jumping. There's
you
no
about to
jumping.
mess around and have me make this joint. You
That's
sitting
what
there
it is.
talking.
Yo, that's what it
I
is.
didn't
It's
even
like,
think
yo,
of that joint until I started seeing folks doing it. And I was
that's what
like,
it
yo,
is.
wait, so why? But why? And then it dawned on me
It's an effective, slow.
some characters other variations is stuff like that where they just
Yeah,
have
100%.
small little damage.
Exactly.
That's dope. That's
Hmm.
dope,
For
bro.
sure. That's what
That's
it is.
dope.
It's more.
Yeah,
It's a
okay
more
then. All right.
patient. Yeah.
We done talked it
No,
up. I think I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to make one for that.
I see the effectiveness in it, bro. 100% for sure.
Thanks. So what? So okay. So my thing is, damn, I'm gonna have to play way more patient then, because
Oh yes, yes, yes.
because
Battle style comes into play. Yes, because there's nothing really to do.
yeah,
Yeah, you can't
yeah, it's
start up.
nothing
You
to
can't.
do. Like it's nothing
Yeah,
to do,
yeah. You're
and
literally
there's
punishing
no
people.
mix up. I mean, there's
Nothing.
some mix up. There's some mix
Uh,
up after back
well,
one two.
this where two. You're back one. You're back 1-3. Now that it's a bit of a pushback, are you safe on that? No, I haven't even. This is why I need to really check these things.
It's so here's then this is what folks need to understand. Back one four is plus now, but it's still flawless blockable.
Okay.
So I feel like maybe this is a bit of a reach, but I feel like Raiden is a lot more similar to character like Shao Kahn than other characters because his a lot of his combo starters and stuff like that, they're all flawless blockable. We just not necessarily coming across players who doing it. But that back 3-1 flawless block gap. So the plus we Raiden always had plus frames. We could just never use it because the gaps were so big or the gaps were literally flawless blockable. Stand 3-2, what is that? 3-2-1. We're like +6 on. That was way before the buffs. We been
Mm.
had those plus frames. You could never do the move though because there was such a big gap. It's not even a flawless block gap. You could just start pressing buttons. So in that regard, like, but it's so much better now, definitely. But Bat 1-4 is flawless blockable, but it is plus.
Okay. And again, how many people are you gonna come across that are gonna hit you with the flawless block? So
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's another thing to consider.
And I just really, really, really wanted my back to special counselable again. I really did. I really did.
Apart from that, it's the teleport's crazy. You could choose what side to come on. The mind games, the meter goes both sides.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All
Very
right.
good move. Best, I don't know. I think I agree with the two slaughters just because of how dangerous. Like just off the first, right when you said the first variation you made with it, very
Yeah.
effective. It would be very dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I will we'll agree to disagree with that one then. 'Cause I really wanted Sparkport to be one slot. Um I do like people are throwing in the comments, I do believe if it was one slot, far away teleport should definitely cost 2 bars.
2 bars? Okay.
2 bars, yeah. Because that is OP. That is crazy. To reset the neutral, we could just do that all the time.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah.
literally do that all the time. Like that's crazy. But all right, lightning storm.
Lightning storm.
You want to talk about that one or?
Lightning storm. Only thing you could really follow. You could combo into it with the amplifier,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and then all you could really do is do the smash after that. Smash down. Again, it is one slot. I don't know. You want to? I'm trying to think of, is it worth taking away other things for it?
I like it. Um, it's not that great, but
Visual is beautiful.
oh
Everything
yeah,
about it
absolutely. I
looks.
mean, I mean, what we talking about?
Yeah, that we gotta give it.
That man
But
hovering like a god.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah, the meter looks beautiful. Everything about it looks good. But mm,
and back one too. So if you just input the string, it'll combo, and I think that's what folks kind of missing out on. If you just
yeah,
hit back one two and then a button, it'll combo. So like, cause what I like to do is I'll do back one two lightning storm amplify three,
yeah, into the
and
overhead.
it will still catch, yeah, it'll still catch
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Because if you stall at all, they can block, they can anti-air you, they can do whatever they want to do. And
So at the
I
cost of
have
a
a few
meter.
gimmicks.
So
Right, yeah, right,
at the cost of a meter, you could follow up with it. Yeah,
right. I mean, and not even. If you just go straight into back one, two, three, I'm just saying if you don't stall,
yeah,
you can still hit them. But it's I could argue that Lightning Storm is also one of his worst because just anti-airing is really bad. Like you can really anti-air the fire out of this.
yeah. No, it's not. Yeah,
You can
this
anti-air the
is what
fire out of that.
this is the first thing I was thinking of. I can't imagine what I would want to replace to put this instead. I think that's the real problem, and I agree. It is one of the worst because I really would not think of. I probably would rather put Rolling Thunder than this. I swear, I swear, I could imagine why it's more effective. Because look, one of the effective moves I find about this is where you can shoot the lightning bolt straight, or do like how Sub Zero shoots a pickaxe to the ground.
Yeah,
He has kind of this move too, where he shoots a lightning bolt like down to the ground, like diagonally. He
right,
has
right,
that one. He has the one that goes straight across, and that's
right.
a good anti-air. Or like, let's say there's a Centurion who goes in the air to do a projectile, but
Oh yeah,
his other move, his other anti-air, it's the quickest, best anti-air ever.
that's
So why
facts.
would I
That's
do,
facts.
you know what I
That's
mean?
facts.
Why would I do a move to hover and then press another button to shoot him across? Within all that time, I could have done his anti-air like 3 times by now.
And not to
It's
mention you're not gonna hit nobody because
yeah,
that's a
that too.
read. That's a read.
Yeah,
You have to
exactly. Yeah,
input the teleport, hover, and then hit
yeah,
the button. That's a read. By
yeah,
that time, everybody else then jumped and then made it back down to the ground again.
yeah.
So
So I
yeah,
don't see the
you're right.
benefit in that. The best thing
I
I
don't
see in
ever
this
really
is
use
the
it.
overhead. Is the overhead mix up? That's the thing I see. I don't really know that. I should know the numbers on the pushback with the amplifier. I
It's
don't know.
safe. It's safe.
Safe.
The
Okay.
stomp is -3.
Okay, that's effective. That's good. That's good.
It's -3. I'm pretty positive it's -3. Um, but
Let me check that right now.
the council is by far the worst thing in the game. Has to be. Has to
Oh,
be.
terrible, horrible, horrible, horrible.
It's not fast at all.
No,
Not fast.
you
Fully
you
punishable.
you fall right in his face and you're basically like, here, this is free for you. Here,
I'm talking
that's just
about
fair.
if you're using this. When I use this and I cancel in your face and I win the game, it's just because you just got murdered. Like it wasn't. You handed me the game. You wrapped it up. It's right in time for Christmas. You know what I mean? It's you love knock. That's it. I don't know because there's no reason for you to allow anybody to cancel lightning storm in your face. It's not a reason.
No, no.
But so yeah, I can argue that it could be his worst ability. Definitely.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's
electric
not
current.
worth removing stuff. And we're not even gonna talk about how it conflicts with Sparkport. Like
Oh my man.
that's not even. What do you have to think of that? Electric current. Ooh, it's a beauty. I like this one.
Go ahead,
Oh,
take
actually,
it over.
I have a lot to say about that. Oh yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, take it
Oh,
over. I knew you was
okay,
going to.
okay. This is another way they made Raiden ridiculous with the buff. Once they introduced that overhead, they changed up a lot with his front, that little with his little stagger kick. You know his little his front three. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
all I do, I'm gonna give you. It's not a secret if you've ever seen anything, but and I'm sure many Raiden players use it. But all day I'm hitting front three into the how do you call it, into electric current and popping up for a combo.
Yo,
There's good
no,
players.
honest to God, you got me with
Yeah,
that. I had never seen it until you.
as I was saying, all day I'm hitting people with that, and it's a
Yeah,
startup. It's a 50-50 startup. That's what it's. So that changes game up entirely because this essentially gave him a whole new low startup. And again, because it's so effective that kick, you don't know if I'm gonna throw you after. It's that classic Scorpion, you know, where they're just hitting you with that front kick and then they throw you. That's what everyone's always expecting, you know. And then you eat the electric current, or you're eating a very fast overhead. So
right.
this move, I think, is one. And again, you accompany this with charge, and you have a full screen low projectile too.
Facts. That's facts.
And it's an
Absolutely
effective
facts.
one too. It's a good one. You hit those a couple of times. What's the guy doing? He jumps right away, and you're eating the anti-air. Always,
Period.
I see that
Period.
happen all the time. Across at full screen, whatever you want, and you're eating it. So I love this move. I think this is one of my favorites, 100%.
Oh yeah,
For
yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
reasons, for the 50-50, the projectile, a lot. You get a lot for this one. One slot, it's a beauty. It's a low. Raiden doesn't. I don't think there's any other low he gets with it, and this is yeah, it's a top one for me.
Oh yeah, I agree with everything you said. Everything you said. It's pretty clear cut. It's one of the moves, in my opinion, that's self-explanatory. It's just like quick charge. Like you just why not? Why not? There's no point.
Yeah.
And I the fact that I do hate the fact that on block and the only gripe I have about electric current is it should not allow you to spin meter if blocked.
Oh
Because
yes. Yeah,
because
I know what you
once
mean.
you spin that bar meter and they're blocking, you're still just as punishable as you were if you didn't spin the bar.
Oh yeah,
That's
100%.
ridiculous. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's the risk with it. But you know what? This is actually where this game differs from games like Injustice, because or even there are some moves in this one where you can meter after the fact. In this move, you have to meter at the same time you're doing so. Like when you're making the decision to do that move, it's too late. Like it's already done. If you're gonna meter it,
It's
you're
a hard
metering it. Where
commit. Yeah, yeah.
exactly you're committing to the meter. Whereas if you have the pole smash, you don't have to meter nothing. You're just smashing it down. If you have quick charge on, you're safe. This
Right.
it doesn't matter if quick charge is on. You're metering it. You're losing. It's and I do that so many times where I meter it for a pop up and it just costs me. It's like I should have just done the pole smash, played safe, or that's it, or do the command grab. But
Facts.
again, this is where I think this is where a lot of people were sleeping on this move because it was it when it before the overhead came before that that 50-50 came into play with the overhead with the front 3-2.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
really, you know what I mean? It was predictable, and especially with the command grab too, because now I didn't even mention that part too. The back 1-2, you do the back 1-2 into electric current. A lot of people are gonna try to duck your command grab,
Yeah, that's facts.
and
That's
then
facts.
and then they're eating this, and it's a pop up into a combo. As you're eating a full combo after that. So that blast buff, it
It's
really, I think
stupid, man.
yeah, yeah, it made
Stupid.
things like this. Yeah, it made things like this next level. I
Hmm.
really think it changed this entirely. It
Yep.
made these moves like the mind games you could do with this is ridiculous.
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. So we know that's definitely not the one. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This
definitely
is up
not
there.
it. And last move, lightning rod. Mr. Truth and Light.
It's a truth and light one. Yes.
um, this move, man. I'm so indifferent about this move. Um, amplified. I kind of wish it did dot damage also. I ain't gonna
Mm.
lie.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I could see it then. Like, you mean to tell me I could? Aaron Black has what three? No, let me think. Aaron Black has two different distances, I believe, where he can throw out the acid. I think it would have
Okay.
been very dope if Lightning Rod Amplify had dot damage and you would be able to put this thing anywhere on the fight line, three different places on that fight line, because it would force the opponent. But we have to think about what Truth and Light itself. I'm talking about the not no custom variation with Lightning Rod. I'm talking about freaking Joe Push and Lightning Rod.
Yeah. Yeah.
With those two particular moves put together, people just zone Raiden all day,
Yeah.
and
You
he
have to.
can't really do nothing about it. And I feel like to be able to this to me this would be a better version of Rolling Thunder than if that's the case. I
Yeah.
could throw this out wherever you are, and while you're inside it, you're taking dot damage, and then
That
when
you
you
could do,
hit
by the way.
the
You could do that part already. I don't know if you were saying that you can't or can't, but you could do it close, mid, or far.
yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I just saying.
Okay, okay, okay,
I
okay.
wish it had dot damage included with that,
Yeah, yeah.
because then you're talking. Then you're talking. I could put this. You could be full screen, sitting in the back zoning. I could throw this out. You can be eating some dot damage, and
Hmm.
if you're low health, people would try to exit the amplifier. They
Yeah,
would try to exit the ring, get hit by the outer edge, and either they'll take that hit and stagger. That would give me an opportunity to wrap a match up. That'll give me an opportunity to get in. That'll give me an opportunity to make you start, reacting how I want you to react.
mm,
Just like Rolling Thunder does. Um, it's a few things I can say about Lightning Rod. Like it was so much I wanted it to do.
yeah.
Um, go ahead.
No, go on, go on.
The council is laughable. It makes me so mad. It's laughable, dude. Like this move right here really does make me mad. Like this one
Yeah,
actually makes me mad because I'm just like,
I have a
why would you
lot of
do this?
points on this one. Yeah,
Why
I
would
have
you
a
do that?
lot of. Yeah,
I'm gonna throw this thing out, and I'm now mind you, when it's on the fight line, I don't have 4-1 no more. I can't do stand 3-2-1. Any move that utilizes the Joe you can no longer
hmm,
use because it's sitting on the fight line.
I hate that. Yeah,
That pisses me off.
yeah.
So I do back 1-2 amplify lightning rod. It's sitting out there. I'm trying to, let's say my opponent froze. They don't want to do anything. So I go back into some more pressure and I do back 1-2 and I just decide I want to cancel lightning rod. This man takes 2 years to grab the Joe back. You see it literally dancing back to his hand. I can't. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
What the heck going on?
The thing with this, I have so much to say about it because I was really, again, I was trying to break this down in a Truth and Light video, trying to think of how to make it work, and this could literally transform Truth and Light. This move itself, it could be such a good move because when I think of this move, you remember MKX, how he had was it displacer? What was it? Was it not displacer? What was it where he puts the electric balls around and he could set up like a little
That was
he's
that was that wasn't Master
master.
Storms.
That's something. Was it Master
It
Storms?
was it wasn't Master Storms. I don't think it was Master Storms. I can't remember.
You know which one I'm talking about, though.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
like I try to think of this one because the reality is you could deflect the lightning off when people jump and you have it placed down. I've done this. I connected it before where you hit the lightning. If you hold, let's say, square, you're doing lightning strike, not strike, the bolt.
yeah,
You connect it, it'll hit off. It'll hit off the pole, hit the guy, and pop him up enough for you to really continue. You could do two more hits and then hit him with like an anti or another hit. If you really get familiar enough, like if you really know how to master, not I wouldn't say master, but if you become quick enough to respond to it, I can
yeah,
see how you could have effectively used the bouncing off aspect. I see what they try to do with that, like using the bouncing off, because I have punished people with that before. I get how that's like, I think the big no no is how you, like you said, you're losing all any move that involves the stick. It's gone. The joystick, it's useless. You literally cannot do it once it's on the flight line. You're screwed. That part, I don't know. I don't know if they should have just magically made him another one, But
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, shit,
when
hell, this man is literally materializing it out of nowhere. So
yeah,
why
yeah,
not?
to make a new one.
Why the heck not?
Yeah,
Shit.
but the way I see it, because I play it the way I see it, once that thing is down, I'm literally I go to straight zoning only. That's the way I
Got you.
think of it. I'm waiting for the guy to either jump so I can hit him with the anti-air, or I'm zoning to bounce stuff off of it. And it's kind of like a double hit, even on the chip. You're kind of hitting him with the initial chip damage, and there's even another small chip damage off the reflection. So it's just a little extra piss off time that you get, you know what I mean, to really bother the guy, pressure him into coming to you. And I think that's what this whole variation really is about with Truth and Light. It's about keeping the guy where you want him to be, and that's the part where I think the amplify on this is better than Rolling Thunder, because you
Oh
can
yeah.
lock someone in place with that. And the reality is, it's not about doing chip damage, dot damage while he's in it. It's just the second he tries to leave, it's your turn again. That's
But
beauty
that's
of it.
what and that I do love that. I do love that.
That's the beauty of it. If you're quick enough, you could literally hit him with the 1-2-1 crushing blow when he tries to get out of that.
Right. I do
So
love that. But then on the
yeah,
other hand, you're saying, let's say we're trying to do some pressure in the corner and we throw this out.
yeah.
Both of y'all are in the globe.
Hmm.
And then to me that should be a potential grab. Let me at least get a grab. And yet it's Raiden who gets knocked down, not the opponent.
Yeah, they've
That's
always done
crazy.
in all the games. They've always done that. Joker had everyone. When you do a damn, if you do a hit at the same time of something, you just get knocked down. And yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'm trying to think if there's people who have like Kodal. If you're in the sun and he grabs you, it's not gonna knock you down. It's not gonna. I'm trying to think now, like which characters, if they keep you in something that's even the acid. No, what am I saying? Yeah, shoot, Aaron Black too. Acid, he hits you. That's the whole point of it. Yeah, no, yeah,
I
no, I'm
don't
trying
know,
to.
man. I
Because
just
I'm thinking this as we go. Yeah, no, I don't think it would be too much. Because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be like devil's advocate. You're not trying to make him too OP. You know, a lot of people are thinking because we're rating guys, we're just trying to think how can we make him as overpowered as possible. And I'm trying not to do that. You know, I'm trying to
and
be
yeah, and
reasonable.
I don't
You,
like that either. I don't like that
you,
aspect either. But if I have you in the globe, it's I should at least be able to implement a mind game. Am I gonna grab you? Are you gonna eat this
yeah,
120?
yeah,
You know what I mean, or
yeah.
whatever. But instead, I've just spent a bar meter. I'm really on
Yeah.
that right now. I just
But the
spent a
only
bar meter to do this to set this up. Then I went for a grab, and when I'm walking you out of the storm, out of
no,
the lightning rod,
yeah,
I hit
you
the
can't.
ground, and now I don't have any options because you can pressure me now because I'm the one that got to get up.
Yeah. Oh, you know you can't do it. Once you do it, you have to know that you literally there's no throwing anymore. But that's the plus and minus you get with it. I find that's really you're at the cost of keeping this person locked in the corner. You know now you're not leaving this corner. I can't throw you. I've lost my throw. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I
I've
hate
I've
that. I hate that.
I know. It is weird because again, Aaron Black could do that. Aaron Black has you with the acid. He could throw you, but I don't know. But this is where you look at it that I don't know. You also have that 50-50 where you hit the guy twice in a row with the overhead.
Yeah,
It really
yeah.
does lock it. It locks them in. It makes them act different, like the rolling cloud. Once they're in that thing, it definitely does make them. And again, they try to jump out, it'll hit them. It'll spark them, and I don't think you could jump out of it. There's
Oh
nothing.
no,
You're
no,
really
no, no, no,
locked.
no,
Yeah,
no.
you're
Combo
locked in.
combo guy did a freaking combo video with Truth and Light, and he was literally converting off of jumping out of
People
the
trying to escape.
globe. Yeah,
Yeah, people trying to escape
and
it.
it's
Yeah,
it's 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 definitely it's fly, but it's just like I don't know
it's
what's
effective. It's effective. I see it. I see what they try to do, and it's what's crazy about a lot of Raiden stuff. I feel like now like we're talking through it. I feel like I'm coming to this realization. A lot of his moves, it's like it's like they're capping something that could be so godly. It's like they have to put
yeah, and I don't
something
understand.
because that all his moves are like that. That if they don't do add one little safety feature to it, it'll be too OP. That's what they
And
have with
I'm not,
all.
I guess again, I'm with you. I don't want, I also don't want Raiden to be stupid OP, but
Of course not.
at the same time, I've been with MK since one, and I'm talking comic books, I'm talking movie, I'm talking every game, even the spin-offs. So when you're looking, I'm talking even the different series I've watched. So in that aspect, I'm like, yo, Raiden really is OP though.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So like a part of me, a slight part of me wishes we shouldn't have a god at no mid tier.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because this dude was so OP. He graduated, quote unquote, to elder god status, and then relinquished it of his own accord.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
But
he
this,
relinquished that of his own accord, but he did make it to that. He was destroying everybody. But you know,
but now we're treading on different, like, that's where it gets like, are we gonna make Shao Kahn the best type of? Are we gonna make Shang Tsung like these characters? Then
yeah, yeah,
I find the selection, you're gonna lose the actual selection of characters, because I find they do this all the time where they make the characters no one will ever pick, and they make them so OP. You know what I mean? And they know what they're doing. They know that if they don't make this character that good, no one would ever pick them. You know what I mean? And I feel
right, right.
they do that in this game. I feel like I don't think they're ever gonna stick to that. Like the character is so OP, hence they're gonna make him his move sets like that. They're always gonna find a way to balance it out. Just so I find they can have a broad selection of characters. I don't think they want everyone picking just Raiden or everyone picking just
Of
one guy.
course, yeah.
You know. So I think that's why you're always gonna get that part. You're never
Even
gonna
though that's pretty much what we ended up getting anyway, because everybody
yeah.
get Jackie, everybody get
Jackie,
Lou.
Joker, Johnny. Remember Johnny? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There was literally like a year where everyone was playing Johnny Cage. It was ridiculous.
Yo,
Like,
man, beginning of the game was straight Liu Kangs everywhere, Scorpions.
yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so what's the verdict? What do you consider Raiden's worst move to be?
His worst move. I'm gonna have to go with the how do you call it? The one where he hovers in the air.
Lightning Storm. Okay, okay,
Lightning storm. Yeah.
okay. All right, there it is, folks. We got Johnny who said it out his own mouth. He think Lightning
There it
Storm is his
is.
worst move. Me
Yeah.
personally, Super Bowl. Super
And
Bowl. I don't
even
like.
now that I hear it out loud, I don't even know if I would say it's the worst. It's just I wouldn't replace everything else for it. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't.
it's a toss up between that Super Bowl and what was the
So
and
you're
Lightning
still on
Storm
moves.
and Lightning Storm.
I took a whole nap. He says you
Shut up! You ain't take no down.
missed the break. The breakdown. What are we gonna do now? How do you want to?
All right, so now we done got over all the moves. So we're gonna go into
Raiden.
different variations, setups, and stuff like that that we come across that we done came up with. I like that. Let's go out there.
The hourglass.
So
Yeah,
y'all
this skin
already
I have
know.
like the.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say is the dragon theme. I have the rod. That's the dragon thing. The amulet has dragons. The helmet. The
I
hat. I
like
mean,
it, sir.
all
I
dragon.
like it. All right. So y'all already know what mine is. Y'all know what I like as far as my custom. I got Storm Cell, Rolling Thunder, and Lightning Storm.
Can you see mine?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh,
on
you
the
can
stream.
get.
That's why.
Oh yeah.
That's why I did it. Yeah.
Yeah. I got Super Bowl with it, just because we're gonna try it out. I know you're not a fan. I think I'm gonna try to prove you wrong with it. I think that's what I'm gonna try to switch it, to switch your mind on it. Quick charge, because that's my top one, and electric current, just as a.
All right, let's get it. So, show the folks what you were talking about in the corner. So we'll head over. You were talking about how you get the pop up in the corner. Okay, and that connects as long as
Initially
it's
hit that
charged
though,
up.
yeah. Yeah, I'm dropping out, but yeah, literally you hold it, bang, it's pop up.
Okay, okay. That timing probably. That timing looked like it's tight.
That's the easier version. I'm gonna try to get it with the poke and everything. You could. I've hit that though. You could get that if you get it just right. It is tough. It is tough, but you could convert into a basic one. You know, like
Okay.
just your little 1-2, and then do the anti-air with it.
Okay. 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 All right. So mine, you already listen. Hold. I'm gonna do back 1-2 lightning storm, and I want you to try to block. Once I get up in the air and do lightning storm, try to block. All right. And that right there, let me turn these frames on. Guess we do it for well, I guess we can do it for both of us. But you see, that's -3. That stomp was -3 after that. Now I'm gonna do
The
it
stomp?
again. Yeah, it was -3. You see it down there?
Okay.
So now I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna try to do amplify into the stomp.
You want me to block on it, or you're only on the second? After
Just after that second hit.
Okay. Oh.
Stupid doggone. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I tried blocking there. That was connected. That's good.
And because you definitely, it's guaranteed. You do gotta spend a bar. I mean, you know what I mean, but it's guaranteed. And you see, you definitely spamming the block button over there. It won't let you.
And not just that, I feel like you could get it's like a 50-50 on the hit, because most of the time I see this, and most of the time people are waiting to duck.
Exactly.
That command grab.
That's why I don't, because of that buff. That is why I don't think Lightning Storm is that. I don't think it's. That's why Super Bowl keep winning for worse to me.
Yeah.
Because
I
because
think
of that
broke
buff.
this down completely.
Yeah, because of that buff. Once you hit that right there, now folks is ducking. So they're looking for that grab on the end, you know, whatever.
Especially because it's just kind of the same animation. It's a teleport animation.
Exactly.
So, you know, one's a grab, one's an overhead. You know, and the person basically has to be fast enough, or you have to be too slow when you're in the air hovering to do the overhead. It has to be like instant overhead. I'm assuming that's it. Or again, the amplify is so fast that you're gonna hit it right away. Yeah. Yeah, no, with the mind game, always taking into account the back 1-2 mind game with the command grab, yeah, it's effective for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
saw
why
guys
I
saying
like.
about how crazy.
That's why I like it. But the hover, like the council on it, is just. So
Oh,
what I've
beautiful.
been thinking, what I have been doing actually is for somebody who's blocking it. So just hold block.
Oh, whole block.
Yeah, for folks who are, you know, blocking, and I do this, and I go straight up. What I've been doing is actually hitting one to create the space, because he bounces back a little bit instead of trying to cancel it. In other words,
Okay, you want me to try to poke it or? Oh,
see,
okay, I can't even poke you in the. Okay.
see, now you're not anti-enemy. That's my whole point. So in other
I'm
words,
gonna try to mash it. I'll try to mash it right away once I see the teleport. See if.
okay,
Oh.
terrible.
They gotta give him quickness. They gotta give him something.
Like, look at that. This is why the moves are on back.
And hold up, I can even. Oh.
And convert. Yeah, let's get back in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
come
you can
on.
you can
I wanna have that.
you can immediately do the back 1-2 into that.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, I wasn't.
All
that's
because I
dangerous.
tried to do
That's
that.
dangerous. Yeah, no, that's too dangerous.
So now continue holding it, and then when I do,
You have to waste a meter. You have to.
look at that. It's just like, you know, you have to if you're going to be on block, you have to either go straight into this, and there's a difference in frame with it also though. If you do it immediately, it'll be -3. But if you can get it to where the back of Raiden's heel touches like the calf, you see it's 0 on block.
Where to get him to where?
So look, well keep holding block.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it immediately, and then you'll see the difference. So you do it immediately, and it's -1,
Okay.
-2. You see how it keeps changing? Because I'm delaying it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But when you're doing it, like when you so let's see if I delay it. You see how his heel at the very last minute hit?
Yeah.
Now I'm 0.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I'm getting at. And technically, you can get a little bit more pressure is what I'm getting at.
Mm.
So I do that, and it's very specific. But look at how much more safe you are because of it. Now I can continue pressing buttons.
Mm. I feel like you could really get this if you're conditioning the guy, to react
Exactly.
quick to it. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
But it's still more than likely if you're going to be on block and do it, you still definitely need to go ahead and spin that bar, do that so
Yeah.
you can be safe still.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of those things you get away with once, and I wouldn't fall for that again. That overhead. If you're doing it raw without the amplifier, it's
Right.
dangerous.
But with it, you're
Yeah.
always going to be safe.
Yeah.
You're always going to be safe. So, but you're going to have to just like everything else, you have to spin that bar meter to be safe. So, as far as different setups, and I've had this debate with different subscribers or whatever, and they're right. I'm not saying that it makes sense to end the combo with Rolling Thunder. Sometimes I'm doing it to just the setup. So in other words, let's say we're both, or I got you low on health or something, and you don't got a whole block. I got you low on health, and I pop you up. I'm doing my thing, and then I do this. So I got you low on health. Of course, you're gonna be tempted to break away. So if I get you popped up and I do my forward 2-1-2, and you break, I can hit you with the fly and get some damage, or I can let you break into the cloud and get a little bit more damage because it's rolling over you. That's what some of the setups I'll be doing with it. So break after I do 1-2.
Oh wait, do you want me to break?
Yeah, after I do the 1-2.
My
Yeah.
bad.
You good.
I missed the jet.
Now you're already in it. Now because you did that, I can already start checking you with this bag 1. And because we got plus frames, I'm pushing you now with the cloud.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything about it. And I'm just pushing you with it in the cloud. So that's what I'm getting at. Like, there's some utility with it. If you break away and I go straight into the fly, then I'm not really going to get much anyway, unless the fly was his armor break like it should have been. But whatever.
But there, look, the setup was perfect there, and look at the time. Like, look, you got me on a knockdown on the overhead after that, and it pushed me back enough that the cloud was way behind.
Exactly.
So,
That's what I mean.
so again, like, I come back to, is it really worth, like, you lose like, I'm trying to think of what other one slot thing could have been there instead type of thing,
Right.
And this is where things like, if this doesn't have a conflict, boom, something like I don't
Right,
know.
yeah.
This is the low. It's the I don't know. But again, this is also again like we were saying, it's not really a one thing because it has to come with the quick charge.
Right,
So,
exactly. But I
but
do kind of think, I do kind of think lightning rod would be okay. So, like, if I did back 1-2 storm cell, forward to 1-2 lightning rod,
yeah,
I would have to, in that case, I would have to do lightning rod amp close.
yeah,
So you would have to wake up in the globe. But
mm,
I'm using 2 bars of meter though,
yeah, that's true.
just to trap you.
Yeah.
And I'm
Well, the
like,
good thing about the Rolling Thunder, the good thing about that I have to say too about it is just that you're throwing it out and then it's doing its own thing. You never have to think about it ever again. You know what I
ever
mean? It's like
again, ever again,
yeah,
ever
and
again.
I just wish it had a better attributes in the sense like it stopped in the corner at least. You know what I mean? Even if it doesn't follow the guy, it should stop in the corner at least.
Right, because
Or maybe
if
a bit
we're over
faster. I don't
here,
know.
because I don't see nothing to do with it. So like I can do back to that's the kind of stuff I'll try to do then.
Yeah,
So but you what did you get for that? Nothing. It just rolled on off screen. Like
yeah.
it looked like you got electrocuted twice from it. Like you got shocked twice.
While you're doing that too, you're wasting time like a whole animation to do something. You know what I mean? If you had quick charge on, you could turn on quick charge instead or something. I don't know, like I don't know, because you have the knockdown, and then you could have set up to the overhead. You could set up to like let's say any other mind games. I don't know. I don't know. I
Right.
guess it's just that I think it's the fact that it's gone that bothers me the most. That's the only I do see where it's effective. I like it. I see what you're saying with it, but the fact that it just disappears, I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't let go of that.
So it's definitely just for basically having fun. I just like
Yeah.
having fun with it.
Yeah, it
Um,
makes you act different. That's another plus with it
definitely,
too. That's a
definitely.
plus with it also.
But you never. The only time you see me spend a bar of meter for this thing is only if I'm being funny. That's it. I'm just trying to be funny. That's
That's
it.
if you
That's
have
it.
meter to. That's if you have meter to spend.
Right. That's it. I'm just being funny. That's it. There's no other reason. But at full screen and somebody is down and I do this and they're already jumping makes no
Yeah.
sense because they're jumping, but look at the cloud. It's gone. It's nowhere near him. The cloud left.
And you see them going backwards too, jumping this way.
Yeah,
They
and I'm
just want to
like,
get away
what's
from it.
happening right now? Just let me get a couple of these in. But the cloud never makes it to you. So if you just stood
Never.
still, you'd have been fine.
I
Like,
think if they knew the full extent, they would walk towards the cloud. They wouldn't even care.
yeah, because
If they
I
knew.
would never respect the cloud, dude. If I was fighting
Never.
against it, I would just walk through it. Like, I'll eat that. It's fine. Like, I wouldn't even go.
It wouldn't phase me for a second.
Not
Not
at
one
all.
second.
Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, that's pretty much that's what I got with that. That's what I like from a custom. I prefer it. I have seen a lot of different things though. Um, I was playing my man Miami or a big guy on YouTube. Uh, he has one. Um, people got so many different little nuances, and I'm so glad about it because I was really getting kind of bored with MK to tell you the truth. I had been getting bored with MK over the past few months.
Mm.
So this really brought it back for me. All these different customs. Um, I kind of think a lot of the different, I think a lot of different characters people are still sleeping on though because they didn't necessarily get buffs. There's
Mm.
characters who, in my opinion, won because of this patch who didn't get buffs. Kung Lao is one of them. Kung Lao is one of them, man. Just for him to be able to get custom, like that's he might not have necessarily needed. I think he did need a few tweaks to some numbers, but him getting customs brought a whole different light to Lao, man. Whole different light to him. But you want to get some? We can
I need
set
to
up
check him out.
a.
'Cause, We're gonna
It's
set
a
up.
few, man. It's a few. Like I think Shao is still unfortunate. um, there's a few things. So what I want to do, and just throw this out here for the chat. What I want to do is actually make a video. I want to make several videos for all the characters that I play and custom variations that I came up with that I think would do great. Because one of them, in my opinion, is Baraka. I play Baraka.
Nice.
I love Baraka. Baraka. Everybody knows Baraka's doing big boy damage since day one. But if you put Gutted and Blade Charge together, it's a totally different game. Totally different game.
I can vouch
Crazy
for that.
game, bro. But anyway, um,
I've seen it.
anything else you want to throw out there? Or
I think we got it. I think we did a solid breakdown on the abilities.
absolutely, absolutely.
Because
Well,
this one
like,
too, it's not really. It's really. I wouldn't say there's much difference to this one. If you have the gist of it, you pretty much know. I have the same thing as Raijin, except rather than missing the safe pole smash, I'm figuring that I get a cancel with it again. But then you have the problem with I'm right in your face with the cancel.
yeah, like if you like, I'm a whole block, and you do. Let's get our meter back. Um, so and you do the council, and I make the read. So like, do back 1-2 into the council.
Yeah, done.
Like that's
Oh,
it's all day long,
yeah.
all day long.
But this is where I guess the only thing you can really do is condition with this thing.
Exactly
And
right,
then
exactly.
and then you just have to and I missed it. And you just have to hope that eventually that's quick enough to like
Right,
I don't
right,
know.
right. And that's dumb fast. It's dumb fast.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I
So it's really
said, you do have to make the read, but if you make the
yeah.
read, it's definitely full combo. It's going down.
It's effective if you've conditioned the whole fight and you're not allowing that guy to really I don't know, if you're really ripping cancels the whole time, you're doing this
Right,
all day, the guy is waiting for it, you know what I mean?
right, right, right.
That's
That's
for sure.
fact.
But if you're really waiting for the end of the game to bust this out, it's like I don't know. Obviously I didn't follow with it, but
Yeah.
I wanna see if oh no, I messed that up. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, well, I know what you were
I'm trying to
talking.
think if I could cancel fast enough to effectively actually get a back two out of it. Even that was slow, but
Yeah.
ah.
It's
Now like you have to be brave. Like you have to
yeah.
really
You
be
gotta really
sleeping
be in
on that
somebody's
one.
mind on that. You gotta really be pressuring
Yeah,
them the whole game. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's this guy's got to be worried about the command grab. About he's got to have a bad day at work. He's have to have a bunch of things on his mind to really fuck with that one.
Or I would check them with like a 4-3, maybe.
Oh yeah, oh
So
yeah.
yeah, so you would do a cancel 4-3, check
That's
them.
quick. That's quick. Or even the
What?
throw.
No, I'm saying like so
Oh right.
you would do your back 1-2 cancel 4-3 and then back two to get it that way maybe. You know what I'm saying? You
Forward.
would do the 4-3 just to check them, make sure they still blocking.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I would do that. So back 1-2 cancel 4-3 and then my
Yeah.
back two.
Yeah, you can play
Yeah,
with that.
because then somebody would be looking for the overhead, somebody would be looking for the
Yeah.
low, and instead you could just get your back two. But yeah, exactly. I like that. I like that. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, all video.
We're gonna get it.
Like I said, all video. If you don't know who Johnny is, you should be real comfortable with him right now. After all this talking we've been doing here. Okay, go to his channel. He a rated main also. Plays Raijin. Plays all the variations. Very good. He's my spirit animal. We play all the time. All the time. Got a bunch of 1v1s.
Somehow
Uh,
always have the same skins, layouts, and
I
everything.
swear. That is the reason why right there I say he's my spirit animal. I don't even have to I don't gotta see what this man doing. I don't know where this man live at. I'm at my house and customize. I'll put a skin together, and then we'll hit each other up for some games, and he'll have the same thing on.
It's happened a few times too.
Amulet.
That's crazy.
I'm talking about hat, freaking medallion, and the freaking Joe. So what's happening? But but anyway, yeah, jump on his channel, subscribe to him. Please like this stream. I think I'm gonna cut it up again and make it an actual video for folks to watch it who didn't make the stream. And I'm getting ready to create a room. So anybody want to jump in for a King of the Hill or whatever? Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm gonna stop this stream and start another one right after it, so this one breaks.
Okay. Oh, maybe I'm gonna flex my Rambo a bit.